First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Trent. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 2 straight runs of 5 yards. First and 10.
But, partner, if the defense isn't going to adjust and they keep giving them those 5, 6, 7-yard runs over and over, they're likely to run it the whole way to the end zone. They'll be more than happy to take the yardage available and save some of their other plays in the playbook for another time.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Young off the play fake. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun, it's Young. Open man is Mingo, complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
I think in this situation, all you want to do is make sure your guys are set up front. No one jumps, no penalties. Sometimes you don't even call cadence, just go and pick it up.
Yeah, because it's on them. I mean, the quarterback's job's pretty easy there.
It really is. You talk about inches, just go get it.
That 4th down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Still fighting for more. And the Giants will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 45. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Brian Burns in there to drop him at sacks on first and second downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long.
Now, I know we're only 2 plays in, but after giving up back-to-back sacks, something has to change with the protection, and they can't wait to halftime to make an adjustment.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. But he'll get this away into the icy winter air. This is taken at about the 14. A great return there of 22 yards. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Young will set to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his 2nd interception.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Oh, looking for water, but this is intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And the Panthers are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit. Like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. They'll keep it on the ground. Trent. It looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Young on 3rd down.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
1st down, Panthers.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Young.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
That was a chance for the breakthrough. He's got a man running free, and you've got to be able to put that on him. But instead, led him too far, incomplete.
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Trent. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion and a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. Young. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Now Jones. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41.
Hodgins in motion.
Throwing, Jones.
Delivering another one here to Darren Waller. He's got it again.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down. Looking to throw. Jones.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
Now 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 20-yard line.
They're going to run this with a tight end. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Down and 4.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And that one complete to Hodgins.
So they'll get nothing out of that play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Gano's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3.
So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point a drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Off the play fake, Young. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on 3rd. Throwing, Young. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
He's got Mingo.
And nothing there after the catch, but he does get this down to the 43-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, with the problems they've had giving away the football in this first half, they've got to be over the moon that this is still a tie ball game. So here's where a quarterback has to move the turnovers to the back of his mind and focus on the present. And that's a good throw there to pick up.
Young is intercepted for the 3rd time this game. And the Giants are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him, and that's now 3 interceptions. But, Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And taken down just shy of the 40.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down and 6.
Back to throw. Jones. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Darren Waller.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Panthers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
He'll air one out deep for Mingo. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, the first 2 drives only yielded 3 points. They might be thinking it's time to make something happen. Push the ball downfield and try and gain some points that way. Unfortunately, incomplete.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. He's going to go up top again. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Final play of the half. Young. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? And it'll be intercepted.
And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
Here's Jones off the play fake.
Hyatt able to make the catch downfield.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. That one good for 26 and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 41-yard line.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Big strides. Look at him go.
Oh, it bowls over it. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. A gain of 32 that time.
He just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. Touchdown!
Isaiah Hodgins.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Giants have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left them reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead is now 10-3. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Anthony Schwartz going to bring it out. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Here is Young. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Panthers.
Anthony Schwartz. 84 yards. And the Panthers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
It took them a while to get their speedster involved, but they found him downfield there.
And what we've discovered as we've watched games is the speedster doesn't have to have a lot of catches, doesn't have to have volume in order to have a huge impact on the game. His speed scares the heck out of defenses, and other guys can capitalize, but when you finally hit him and he carries it all the way into the end zone, that's what you're paying him for. That big threat that can make big plays on a limited number of catches.
That's how you step on the stage with your first catch, take it to the house.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Back to throw. Jones. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And quickly they get to the line. Jones from the gun, he'll throw. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. The sack sets him back a full 10 yards there on first and goal.
At the Panthers' 15-yard line.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw. Jones.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal.
Back to throw. Jones.
It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Oh, my, that's a heck of a tackle right there on 3rd down because they had to swing it out to the back and hope that he could make a play. But let's face it, in order for him to be there and be in that position, in order to make that play, he had to read his keys and not be fooled. Excellent job in the open field.
Gano's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10.
So a response there to the touchdown of the opening drive of this third quarter as they're able to reclaim the lead.
And I think he'll take that because obviously you'd like to be able to match them touchdown for touchdown, but the first order of business was to get the lead back, and they've done that. Now you want to give a good pep talk to your defense to take it from there.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after getting up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Another run with Sanders. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10 here as we sit in the third quarter of this divisional round matchup.
Up the middle they go. Trent.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41. A give running left. It's Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I really like what he did there because he took his practice work and converted it to game action because he used his hands, got off the block, worked laterally and stayed to the outside, and finished off the runner for a loss.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. They'll try to throw now. Young. 20. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Back at the 5-yard line now. 2nd and goal. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Anthony Schwartz
with his 2nd touchdown of the night.
And the Panthers put together a 4th quarter drive to take the lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 17, Giants 13.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round. And they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. They'll get this out to Barkley complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
So they'll, of course, decline the pass interference there and wisely take the yardage.
And I think defensively he's saying, I was getting away with that in the first half. Why are you making that call now? But to me, that one was pretty easy to see. I don't understand what he's upset about. I think it was the correct call.
Hodgins in motion. The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll find Hodgins there complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 45-yard line.
Now Jones wants to change it up.
A short one here, secured by the tight end Waller. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down.
A few moving pieces on that play because that was an RPO, was it not?
It was, but one important piece that didn't move incorrectly, the offensive line. Because when you're running this play, as he continued down the line of scrimmage, sometimes the lineman can wander downfield. And if you're more than a yard downfield, it's illegal to throw the football at that point. But they held their ground, held their spot, and turned it into a nice gain.
Jones going to get this one complete to Saquon.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
46-yard line.
In motion, the tight end. Back to throw again. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And good yardage there on 1st down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. Well, it could have gone for more.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and we're watching them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now 1st and goal.
Jones out to the flat, that's caught.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
Barkley.
And he is unable to get in. They stop him at the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal.
Jones keeping it on the sneak. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
Brandon, 3rd and goal from the 1, and they go quarterback sneak, and they expected a surge up front. The surge came from the defense.
Yeah, it looked like there was no surprise defensively. They were ready.
Yeah, totally stacked it up, unable to get it on 3rd down.
Here it is, 4th and inches. Desperation time now. Here's Jones. Just when you thought this game might be turned on its ear, a late interception pretty much going to seal the deal.
Yeah, boy, talk about having your backs to the wall. This defense, they look like they were in danger of surrendering this lead, but they knew they needed that one play, and they got it right there, partner.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Panther 1st down. And it is celebration time on that sideline, and they've earned it.
It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. So they stay alive in the NFL playoffs, move on to the conference championship. And do you think that the printing press is starting to get those T-shirts and hats ready, my friend?
They have to, Brandon. They have to be ready because if you win, you've got to hand those out on the field right away. And just think about the pressure for the players now. Families are going to be talking about tickets to the Super Bowl even before you play the conference championship game.